Theatrephonic presents Dungeons and Dentures, Conspiracy Care. Written by Emmeline Braefield.
Geoff, have you seen Thelma?
Oh, Dotty, how lovely to see you. Again? Why would I have seen Thelma?
Well, she lives next door to you.
Doesn't mean I want to associate with a daft bat. Always singing through the night, can't stand it.
Well, did you hear her singing last night?
No.
Oh, dear.
I did have my ears stuffed with cotton wool, though.
Well, thanks for nothing. Oh, your daughter's here, by the way. She's just signing in.
She's late. She said she'd be here by 1400 hours.
I'd best be off to oversee the lunch setup. If you see Thelma, can you tell her that I'm looking for her, please?
Probably not.
Excellent. Toodles.
All right, Dad. Sorry I'm late. The traffic was terrible. How are you doing?
No, the usual. It's too hot here. The food is terrible.
Yeah, and everyone's a moron. You know, if you just try talking to the others, you might make some friends and have a good time.
I don't need friends. I need a fishing rod and a good book.
And we will have both when we go on holiday. And it's only a few days away. But before then, please try and talk to someone. It will make your time here much more enjoyable.
I do. I just spoke to Dotty. The interfering old bag.
Dotty doesn't count. She just talks at you.
Yeah.
Come on, Arthur. I need you to take your medication.
Jan, Arthur.
Hello, Dotty. How are you?
I'm trying to find Thelma, but she's nowhere to be seen. I want her input on the decorations for the party tomorrow night.
I saw Thelma being wheeled out of her room last night.
Oh, dear. I do hope she's okay.
She had a little turn, that's all. She's been taken to the hospital for a few days, but we expect her back by the end of the week.
Well, I'll need somebody else to help me with the decorations then.
Let me speak to Bertha.
Oh, no. Bertha would be utterly useless. She'll try and convince me to hang up socks as bunting again. I'd better go speak to Frank instead. He's fantastic with the sewing needle.
Dotty, before you go...
What, Arthur?
Thelma didn't look unwell when they took her away yesterday, and there weren't any paramedics or doctors. I don't think she's gone to the hospital.
What makes you say that?
Well, Jan was there and was telling Thelma that she was going to be taken to a different room, and that she was going to get some ice cream. Thelma didn't seem too happy about being moved.
Jan probably just said that to get Thelma to go quietly. Don't get yourself worked up over nothing. I'm sure she'll be back later in the week.
But Dotty, why would they have moved her if it wasn't urgent? There have been quite a few residents who have disappeared recently with no news. I'm going to find out what's going on tonight.
Oh, Arthur, don't do anything silly. You don't want to end up getting thrown out of yet another care home, do you?
Ah, they're all the same, smelly and full of old people. I'm determined to find out what's going on.
Well, be careful and don't be seen. I'm going to find Frank.
Come on, everybody, join in. I'm forever blowing bubbles. Pretty bubbles in the
I wish I was dead.
They fly so high.
Frank, we're running low on custard creams. Did we have any spare in the kitchen?
Yes, we do.
Excellent. Where did you put them?
I'm not sure.
You hid them behind the coleslaw in the fridge. You said no one would touch that.
I would. I like coleslaw.
Oh no, not this one. Malcolm put beetroot into it, and the colour has leached, so it looks like a massacre in a bowl. Bertha, while I've got you, have you seen Arthur? You're normally thick as thieves at these things.
Not since last night. He asked me to go on a nighttime excursion with him, but my hip was playing up, so I went to bed.
Jan told me a few moments ago that he's had to go to the hospital.
What?
Why?
Well, Well, I can't remember.
Oh, brilliant, everybody. Oh, fantastic singing.
Bertha, you go check with Jan. You'll remember longer than Frank will.
Right then, Mary, what's the matter here? Yeah, it goes the other way around, that's it. Might help if you open the book first. Up there we go, I knew you'd get it. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Just pick a key, keep smiling.
Oh, I love this song.
through.
Did I ever tell you about how my Annie and I danced to this when I returned from national service? We were only 18, but we knew that we were meant to be together.
Yes, well, as much as I'd love to hear this story yet another time, I must be off to find those cocktail sausages.
Can't believe I turned down an elf gig for this.
Geoff,
Frank?
I may sound like I'm losing it, but... well,
Frank, we can be safe in the knowledge that you lost it many years ago.
Don't you? Well, at the risk of proving you're right, I'm concerned about Arthur.
Why would you be concerned about that old codger?
Well, Jan told me he's gone to the hospital.
Well, that's a fairly regular thing for us, and Arthur's a long way from kicking the bucket. I mean, why are you concerned?
He was absolutely fine during dominoes last night. I don't see why he would need to go to the hospital. Oh, Dotty, come here a moment.
I avoided the party for a reason, you know.
Dotty, have you been able to get any more details about Arthur?
No, the information is surprisingly lacking.
I know that Arthur is usually one for conspiracies, but I think there might be something dodgy going on.
You really have lost your last marble, haven't you, Frank?
Laugh all you want, but the facts we're being given don't add up.
You don't remember half the facts when you are given them.
Frank does have a point, Geoff. Thelma was absolutely fine, yet she disappeared in the middle of the night and we can't find out why. Arthur takes it upon himself to do some investigating, and then suddenly he disappears too. This is very unusual, even for this place, and I don't think it's a coincidence.
Dotty, we're in an old people's home. Trips to the hospital are a regular occurrence. Anyway, wouldn't there be a confidentiality surrounding that sort of stuff?
They're not so strict about confidentiality around here. Ashley gave me an awful lot of information about Mitch when he got that kidney infection.
And not being able to get any information is very odd.
Wait, which one's Ashley?
Oh, he's the funny one with the hair colours and bad teeth. He talks like a snake.
Oh, the one with the lisp.
That's what I said. The one that talks like a snake. Normally he's very forthcoming, but, well... Dotty! That's Jan and Ashley. They're in Thelma's room.
Keep quiet. I want to hear what they're saying.
Hurry up, Ashley. We need to box up Thelma's stuff before the party's over. I don't want another scene like when Ted's room was cleared out.
Jan, I still don't know what to say to the residents. They aren't going to believe that she had a heart attack.
Old people will believe anything. They don't need the specifics. They all know they're just waiting to go.
But with Arthur as well.
Well, if things are successful with Arthur, we can bring him back in a couple of days.
They haven't been so far.
Eventually one will.
I'm still not very comfortable about this, Jan. I know you said it's for their own good, but...
But nothing. What we are doing will help everyone. Collateral damage will happen, but it's for the best.
Yes, Jan.
Good. Well, I'd better check that no one has spiked the punch again. You finish up in here and take everything to the office. We'll inform the residents tomorrow.
Yes, Jan.
Well, that explains a lot.
Does it?
We know for sure now that the staff are hiding something, and I want to find out what.
How many residents have gone away and not returned over the last month?
Well, it must be 8 in total.
2 a week?
Is that normal for a place like this?
Well, how should I know? I'm not a death expert.
Ah, but Dotty, you know everything that's happening here. You know all about the comings and goings.
Oh, well, I suppose there has been quite an increase. This month last year, we only lost poor Moira, and she was 106.
So, it's safe to assume that something strange is happening.
We need to speak to Bertha.
She's almost as balmy as Frank.
Maybe so, but she is already concerned about what is happening. Frank, can you go and find her and tell her what we overheard?
What we overheard?
Yes, what we heard Jan and Ashley saying.
Jan and Ashley were here?
Oh, for Pete's sake. I'll find her. You stay here. Geoff, make sure Frank doesn't get into any trouble. Move over, Frank. You're taking up half the bed.
It's not my fault I have a large bottom.
Take my chair, Dotty. I like to walk around when I'm thinking. Not that there's much room to do that in here. Bertha, report what you found out about Arthur.
That's the problem. I can't find out a thing. Jan just said he took a turn and has gone to hospital. I happen to have his son's phone number, and the son said he hadn't heard anything. He clearly thought I was off my rocker.
No surprise there.
Arthur's stuff is still in his room, including the photograph of his late wife, which he takes everywhere with him.
Such a sweet man.
And Mitch, whose room is right over the entrance to the building, said that he couldn't sleep at all last night, thanks to his kidney trouble. And there wasn't a single car in or out of the car park, let alone an ambulance.
You know what we have to do.
We should get out of here. I can get my great-nephew to pick us up and take us away.
That would leave the others here stranded. We need reinforcements. I have some old contacts from my army days.
I'd rather burn it to the ground.
Oh, stop being so childish. We need to find out what is happening here.
That's what Arthur tried to do, and now he's gone too.
But he was foolish enough to go alone. We'll be together.
Good idea. Keep strength in numbers. Another mission at last. Oh, I'm off on holiday with my family tomorrow.
We're going tonight. Arthur and Thelma are in danger right now.
All right, then. But if I miss me a holiday, I will not be happy.
Oh, how exciting. I like adventures.
Geoff, we will need your tactical experience to evade detection.
Oh, easy. I mapped all the camera locations the moment I got here. It's how I avoid getting spotted when going out for a smoke.
Perfect.
Getting through locked doors will be an issue, though.
Oh, that's not a problem. I have a key card as part of my social secretary duties.
Surely that won't give you access to all the areas within the building?
I managed to sneak onto the reception computer this evening and update the access on my card.
Really? How?
Oh, it was easy. A simple change to the hexadecimal code in the registry.
You used a computer?
That's impressive. It's all witchcraft to me.
All those buttons.
I went on a Silver Surfers course when I retired and I really enjoyed it. I played quite a few games with my grandson and he taught me how to write bits of code. Now, changing a keycard is child's play.
Well, looks like an old dog can learn new tricks.
Excuse me?
I meant that in complete reverence, I assure you.
Can you help me write an email to my daughter tomorrow? That would really surprise her.
Of course, Bertha. But first we need to find out what is happening to our friends and see if we can stop it.
What was that?
It's one of their stretcher thingies.
A gurney. Looks like they're coming for someone else.
It's room 103 we're looking for. Matilda doesn't have any family, so won't be missed for a while. Hurry up, Ashley!
Oh dear. I do hope Tilda isn't unwell.
Of course she isn't, Frank. They're taking her away to do who knows what to her.
What makes you think that?
Haven't you been listening to a word we've been saying?
What were we talking about?
Oh, never mind. Let's go after them.
Surely we should draw up a plan of action first.
There isn't time. They're going to take Tilda and we have to save her.
But if we rush into something, we could end up being taken too. Is it worth that?
Bertha McKendry, just because Tilda took the last slice of chocolate cake yesterday does not mean she isn't worth saving. I would expect better of you.
Was it the fudge cake with the 99 flake on top?
Yes.
That is a very good cake.
She only took one bite before leaving it as well.
Well, I'm with Bertha on this.
I will buy you both a giant chocolate cake tomorrow if that's what it takes. Just get your rears into gear.
Oh, I like the rhyme you did there. Are we going far?
Probably.
I need to get my Zimmer frame then. My knee will be playing silly buggers if I don't.
Language, Frank.
Oh, for goodness sake.
It's fine. We're going past Frank's room anyway. We'll get the Zimmer on the way, but don't make too much noise with it or they'll catch us.
Bong, bong.
I'm Missy Strack, broadcasting to you from within the Atopian Traxinian Interstellar Consociation, ATIC. That's right, you're listening to ATIC News with updates on science, fashion and, of course, politics from all across the Consociation. Available on all Interstellar podcast platforms, including SoundCloud, iTunes and more. Just search ATIC, ATIC News.
Bong, bong.
Oh, damn. We've lost them.
Lost whom?
Where on earth are we?
The west wing, second level, 200 metres from the large oak in the courtyard.
That's right. We're just over the kitchen. I've only been up here once before to get some chairs from storage, so my knowledge of these corridors isn't very good. I thought they were used for accommodating the more sensitive residents.
Well, the staff do threaten to send unruly patients to the West Wing.
How often have they threatened you?
A few times. You?
Only twice. But that's because they don't know half the stuff I get up to.
Oh, you two are behaving like a couple of teenagers.
I feel like a teenager, all this sneaking around. Has anyone got any Mary Jane?
I have some.
Now is not the time. We have no idea where they took Tilda, and we are out in the open where anyone can see us. We need to check each of these rooms.
Check under the doors first to see whether there's a light on inside.
You expect me to bend over with my hips?
You were doing the limbo last week at the Hawaiian party.
That was after a lot of medication.
Oh, come on. The corridor is dark enough to see whether there are lights on or not. Be careful in case any of the doors have windows.
201, clear. 202, clear. 203, clear. 204, there's a light on in here, Dotty. How shall we proceed?
I don't know. It could be another corridor, or it could be a room full of staff.
Wielding guns and chainsaws.
Oh, don't be ludicrous.
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
I've got my hearing aids turned up to full. There are voices coming this way.
Quick, into 203, seeing as it's empty.
Are we all in?
No, Frank isn't in yet. Wait, where is Frank?
Let me look in the corridor. He's not there.
No time now. Get in before they see you.
Where have you put Tilda?
Straight into the preparation room, Jan. They were ready sooner than expected, so we took her straight in.
Arthur didn't last long then?
No. I fear they may have given him too much.
Oh well, that'll teach him not to meddle in other people's affairs. Not that he'll be able to anymore. What have you done with Frank?
Shh.
Sat him in the blue room for now. But, Jan.
Yes, Ashley?
Frank had no idea why he was up here, or how he got up here. He clearly had no clue about why he decided to enter the West Wing. He's no harm to us, and would forget about everything in the morning. Can't we just put him back in his room?
We can't run the risk. Anyway, it's better for him to go now. rather than slowly decline until he can't remember his own name?
Yes, Jan.
Oh. And keep an eye out for other wanderers. I suspect he didn't get into the West Wing on his own.
Yes, Jan.
Oh, poor Frank. What on earth are those monsters going to do to him?
It makes no sense. Why would they need so many OAPs? Are they conducting experiments?
I bet they're aliens. They're trying to work out the secret to our long lives. What if they're spiders?
What drivel? I think they're just shoving the weakest of us into darkened rooms to kill us off quicker.
We're their source of income. Why try to do us in?
Every new resident has to pay a registration fee, which is a lot more than monthly rent. They also get paid for organising transferal of the deceased. Keeping a constant flow of us is good for business. Plus, that way, they can get rid of those of us they don't like.
If that were true, then Stinky Sandra would have disappeared eons ago. She must cost the home a fortune in deep cleaning. Is the coast clear?
Yes, it's clear.
They went south, so we should head north to see where they've come from.
Roger that. Where are we?
We're on the northeast. Wait, no, northwest.
I think we're above the music room.
We can't be. The pond is outside the music room, and I can't see it at all from here.
Oh.
So we're lost. I had no idea the building was this big.
It's deceptive.
Well, where do we go then? I couldn't find my way out of here, even if we did find Tilda and Frank.
What was that?
Sounded like a shift change alarm.
No, it was more like a warning tone. We used to use something similar when we were about to safely detonate mines. I think something's about to start.
Oh, poor Tilda.
There's a red light flashing above those doors. I think the alarm came from there.
Shall we go in?
Wait, there's a window. Let me have a look first. It's a balcony onto a much bigger room below. I can't see anything below, though. It's all white. Looks like a viewing gallery or something.
Can we go in without being seen?
I think so. There doesn't seem to be anything except the balcony at this level.
We have to see what they're doing to our friends, what they might do to us. Come on.
This isn't a room. It's a warehouse.
How on earth did they manage to fit such a big room into the building without anyone noticing?
I think we're on the second level, and we're looking down into the basement. Wait a minute. What is that?
What are they doing?
What are those machines doing?
Oh, goodness, it's terrible.
There's so much mess.
Is that stuff that's going in or coming out?
Both, I believe.
Oh, they must be in so much pain.
But they're all so quiet.
What are those things wandering up and down the aisles?
I told you they were aliens.
Don't be ridiculous. They're just wearing hazmat suits or something.
They're too tall to be human.
There could be anything under those suits. Vampires or werewolves.
You're sounding far too much like Bertha for my liking.
Whatever is happening, it's definitely not legal. We need to tell the authorities.
And who on earth is going to believe us?
My daughter will. Ingrid will understand. Come on, we have to go.
But what about Tilda and Frank? We can't leave them to this.
If we stay here and try to find them, we'll only end up in that pit too. If we're going to save them, we have to get help and shut the whole thing down.
Can't we just burn it all down?
No, we have to get out now.
I don't want to leave.
Now, Bertha!
Dotty, what have you done?
Oh, God, I can't bear to look. Did they hear me?
Well, they're all staring up at us, so it's a distinct possibility.
Come on, we have to get out of here.
Quickly!
You can only go so fast when you've had 2 knee replacements, Dotty.
Do you even know if we're going in the right direction to get out?
We just need to get to a door. There has to be a fire escape to the outside somewhere. We don't necessarily need to go back the way we came.
I can't see a single door on the outside of the building for this entire corridor.
Get to the stairs, then! They're 100 feet away on the right. Go on, Dotty! You're much quicker than us.
I can hear them coming. They're behind us.
If they're behind us, then hopefully that means they aren't going to cut us off on the stairs. We might be in luck.
Come on. This door is too heavy for me to hold for long.
Don't hold the door for us, Dotty. Just get going.
I'm not leaving you.
You're going to have to. It's better for one of us to get out than all get caught. Go!
I'll send for help.
Shh! They're on the stairs as well.
And they're behind us.
In here.
It's a broom closet. We'll be trapped.
We already are trapped. This is our only option. Get in.
Oh, Geoff! What are we going to do?
Give me a second.
We don't have a second.
I'm waiting for my eyes to adjust. We can't do anything while we're stuck in the dark.
There's a light switch here.
No, we'll give ourselves away if we turn on the light. What's this? Excellent. There's a chair here. Move out of the way so I can block the door handle with it.
I think they're in the hallway.
Most likely. How well can you see?
Getting there. My eyesight isn't wonderful, even in the broad daylight. And I didn't bring my glasses.
We just need to see if there is any way out of here. Any ventilation, or if we're incredibly lucky, a door.
It's a tiny cupboard filled with cleaning supplies. Where do you think they would fit another door?
A man can hope, can't he?
Are the ceiling panels loose?
Let me climb up and find out.
They found us!
Shh, not necessarily. They might just be trying all the doors just in case. Sit on the chair so they can't force it open. The ceiling panels are loose. It'll be a bit of a climb, but there's not much space up here. But if we're careful, we can get round to a quiet passageway and escape.
This reminds me of when I was in my 20s and we were breaking into buildings and starting fires.
Why on earth would you do that?
I was anti-capitalist and I wanted to stick it to the man. I got very good at starting fires in offices.
Well, now really isn't the time for a trip down memory lane, Bertha. We need to go. Give me your hand.
I'm not going to be able to get up there. My hips barely let me climb stairs, let alone shelves. And I definitely won't be able to squeeze through ceiling panels. You're going to have to go without me.
I can't leave you in here.
Don't worry, my dear. I have a plan. You just need to get going.
What kind of plan?
I think my anti-capitalist side is coming out again. Go. You need to get a good head start.
Keep low to the ground to avoid inhaling too much smoke. Use one of those cleaning cloths as a face mask. You might be able to get through them in the confusion. Good luck. I knew I should have stayed in better shape, and I'm definitely too old for this. I wish I could be more like Tim Cruise or that Chris Hemstock the girls keep going on about. Ingrid will never believe any of this. Wow, Bertha made quick work of that supply cupboard. I hope she gets out okay. It's getting hot in here. I can barely grip onto anything. Keep going, Geoff. It's no worse than Borneo. At least there aren't bloody mosquitoes here. You have to get out so you can see the grandkids. Come on. We're going fishing tomorrow. I really should have waited till I got back before going on a stupid adventure! A pile of empty boxes, that was lucky. Where the hell am I? Where's the door to this stupid room? Right. Oak tree to my left, sycamore dead ahead. Second floor, west wing, close to where we came in. I'm nearly out. Excellent, that'll get all the residents out of the building. God, I hope Bertha escaped safely. And the stairwell is clear. I'm going fishing.
Stop right there, Geoff.
Bugger. Oh, hello, Jan.
Of course you were behind this. And you think you can just walk out and ruin years of my hard work?
Well, that was the plan. I have a fishing trip to get to, you see.
No, you're not going anywhere. We've got all your friends, we've controlled the fire you set, and no one will ever know what you saw.
Well, the fire service will need to have a look around to make sure it's safe. I can get them to check this area and see what you've been doing here.
And you think you're ever going to get out to speak to them?
I may be old, but I'm fairly sure I can overpower you. You're not exactly young and spry yourself.
Maybe so, but my armed colleague behind you can definitely stop you.
Aye. Did you intentionally design those hazmat suits to make you look like monsters?
You won't be worried about what they look like in a few minutes, Geoff. Knock him out.
Wait!
Geoff! Geoff, are you okay?
What happened? You knocked out Jan. Who are you?
Geoff, it's me, Bertha.
Bertha? How on earth did you get into one of those suits?
I found it in the storage cupboard just after you left. It was too late to call you back, so I put it on before starting the fire. In the confusion and the smoke, I was able to get through the other staff. You're lucky I found you, though. I can barely see in this ridiculous thing. Help me get this helmet off.
Not yet. You need to escort me out. Once we're free and clear, we can get you out of that suit and get the police to search the building. Come on.
No, you're right. Not yet.
Why not? We need to get out so we can get them to thoroughly search the place.
Do you really think the police are going to listen to a couple of OAPs raving about conspiracy theories? We need to make them come and search this part of the building. That was the aim of the fire I set. But you heard Jan. They've controlled it. We need to start another one before we go.
You just really want to start another fire, don't you?
It's been a tough night. Let me have this one thing.
Fine. But be quick. We have to make sure they find the others before it's too late. Plus, I've got a fishing trip to go on.
Do you think I could come along? I've never been fishing before.
I don't see why not. Although it does involve a lot of sitting around.
With my hips, that sounds ideal. A good book and a nice lake. Oh, will there be gin?
I tend to go for beer, but I'm sure we can source some gin.
Would you be really angry if I caught a bigger fish than you?
My grandkids always do. I'm used to it. I do push them in the lake, though, so you might have to deal with that.
The white cliffs of Dover.
Yes.
Tomorrow, just you wait and see. There'll be love and laughter and peace ever after. Tomorrow, when the world is free.
You have been listening to Dungeons and Dentures, Conspiracy Care. Written and directed by Emmeline Braefield. with Jonathan Legg as Geoff, Jayne Lloyd as Dotty, Sally Hyde Lomax as Bertha, Anthony Young as Frank, John Cooper Evans as Arthur and Ashley, Zoe Cunningham as Ingrid and Jan, and Honey McKenna as the entertainer. Produced by Cat on a Piano Productions. The songs featured in the play were I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles by John Collette and Jan Kenbrevin, We'll Meet Again by Ross Parker and Huey Charles, and There'll Be Bluebirds Over the White Cliffs of Dover by Nat Burton and Walter Kent, performed by Honey McKenna. The Theatrephonic theme tune was composed by Jackson Pentland, performed by Jackson Pentland, Mollie Fyfe-Taylor, and Emmeline Braefield. For more information about the Theatrephonic podcast, go to catonapiano.uk/Theatrephonic, tweet or Instagram us at Theatrephonic, or visit our Facebook page. If you enjoy Theatrephonic and would like to get more content, please consider supporting us by visiting patreon.com/Theatrephonic. Please don't forget to rate and review. Thank you for listening.